Hi everybody. I've come outside in nature today to talk, and I hope that everybody can hear me okay. So welcome to Embrace Your Inner Wellness with Gigi. I've just come to my favourite place on where it is that I come to, and I'm pretty much alone here, and it's really nice to get out and walk, but I come here to do barefooting because it's safe here where I come to, where I do barefooting. I'll just show you. Oh, that just took a picture. So I can't turn my phone around, and I thought I could, but I can't on this bit. So I'll have to pause it. And I've got this big beautiful dragonfly that's following me, and dragonflies are really good messengers. So if you want to check out a dragonfly message, put in Google shamanic meaning of dragonfly. I remember the dragonfly because I had my first spiritual awakening in nature, and a dragonfly actually came to me after doing Reiki on a tree, doing energy healing on a tree. Although I wasn't actually grounded enough to heal the tree. But yeah, that's for another video and another time, I guess. So basically I come on today to say I'm better from doing the Women's Worth video. If you caught it, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to my page, then please like, share and subscribe. I hope you can see me well, because I know it's very sunny out here and I'm on my phone as well, so I hope that you can see me and hear me, because there is traffic in the background, and I was supposed to bring my headphones and I haven't. So today I wanted to talk a bit about grief, and I guess me sharing this stuff and doing these videos with you, not only doing them because I think they'll probably help you, but also it helps for me to talk about my stuff. Really, it's a good way of counselling or doing psychology on myself as I do these YouTube videos, because that's what it is, what I'm doing, and a bit about my journey and where I am really with it. And I'm quite forward on my journey, more forward than what people realise, and I think it's like the way I look and stuff, people just don't take in what it is that I do or can do, and it's not fair, it's not nice feeling to have when I know I can do so much. But that's for me to stick with me and work on my self-worth. And today I wanted to talk about grief, and I want people to realise what grief actually is. So grief for me is depression. It's the emotion of depression, and basically a lot of us go through it. I just got smoke going in my ear. Sorry. So yes. So grief, depression, and I want people to realise that everybody goes through grief, but people don't realise what they're grieving. And yes, you can grieve about a past loved one, and yes, you can grieve about coming out of a relationship, but it goes a bit deeper than that. Grief actually comes from, my nose is itchy now because I'm out in nature. So grief for me actually comes from a bit deeper than that. I'm just picking my flip-flops up. So it comes a bit deeper than that for me, and what I mean is, for me, grief is about grieving yourself when you're first coming on a journey, and sometimes we think it's the past relationship what we grieve in, or it's actually, to me, I've been grieving because I haven't found myself, or I'm finding myself and I have to go through grief because of me not being myself. And when I left my ex-husband, it was a traumatic relationship for me. A lot of stuff happened that people don't know about, and I wasn't always good either, but it was like I grieved for so long being out that relationship is because I was grieving of the trauma that I had with that person. And then I was grieving because I'm adopted, and I know my family now, but I didn't know them I just met them back then. But I was also grieving because I haven't actually healed about being adopted and about being let go of. So grief comes from a really deep place, and I just wanted to talk about that today. And I hope you can see me okay. I might just stop somewhere, but there's a lot of little ant holes around here. See the ants making the home. That's better. And so yeah, I just wanted to talk about grief, really. One of the flying ants has just come near me. Oh, he's going now. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and see where it interlines with you. Are you grieving about a past partner, or are you grieving because you've not found yourself yet? Grief is a very long process, I guess, and it is depression. And I think once you start feeling better about yourself and coming and realising that maybe I am grieving about myself, and that I'm not really grieving about others, and maybe that will make you feel better. Like once you start talking to yourself about stuff, you really do come back into alignment with yourself anyway, and back into alignment of who you are, who it is that you are, and what you do. And it's about rebuilding yourself up as well, getting your self-worth back, but also looking in your energy body, because your energy body carries a lot of stuff, trauma by the way, and it even carries the memories of it. And I hope to one day that I'm able to YouTube what it is that I do. I don't at the moment. I keep myself hidden of what it is that I do. It's for protection purposes. This is why I've built up a Patreon page, because I know people that would not like what it is that I do. They wouldn't come on there. They wouldn't pay me once a month to look at my stuff. So I am building up my Patreon page slowly, and I will put it in this video. And if anybody wants to support me, I'll also put my PayPal. Yeah, because everything's changed with my finances as well. So I will be putting my PayPal if anybody wants to donate, so I can keep doing my work, keep doing my inner work, and bring it all out to you and help and guide you as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on this page and talk and chat. So grief is quite a long process. I've noticed it's the one thing that I thought I got rid of, and I didn't yet. I didn't realise that somewhere in my body was holding the memory of grief of when my cousin passed over, when my grandma's passed over, and being resistant. I've been resistant to things as well, like loving myself, loving others. And I've broke away from that by doing body shaking therapy, seeing where it is, where my grief comes from. And I thought I didn't need to work on them because I thought I dealt with it already, and it turns out that my body hasn't yet. You can in yourself, this is what's different, your inner self can heal very fast. Your inner self is more forward and more upfront than what your body is. And when your inner self is in a place of tranquility, at peace, you get to realise that your body isn't there with you. And for me, I've got to do some work on my body and do embodiment stuff. And this is what I want my business to go around on eventually next year. And that's what I want to do for business, is my embodiment coaching. And it is where I want to be more with, and to help people not just in the UK but around the world, and do it online. And because I know it works for me, and I know it would work for others, but you do have to find your own intel. Once your inner knowing starts healing, your inner knowing will tell you what to do with your body. Your inner knowing will give you guidance. It's not always from your guides. Most of the time it's actually from you and your soul, your higher self, your inner knowing. Once you start breaking those chains away from grief and dealing with grief better, depression, then you'll start to see more what it is you can heal from. But grief is quite deep, and I would say out of all of it, look at depression and grief first, because I've done it last. Because I kept thinking to myself, why am I still acting like this? Why am I still acting like I'm not happy when I am happy? I know my happiness is there. I've worked so hard to get it. It's the one goal that I've always wanted in life, was to be free from my trauma, which I am now, and to be free from stuff that I don't need anymore. But now I'm on the learning bit of not bringing trauma back in. That's where I am in my 40s. And yes, I'm 40, and I don't care that I have flowers in my hair. What does a 40-year-old need to wear anyway, or look like? She doesn't need to look like anything but herself. So that's my video for today. I will deal with grief first, because I like I said, I was still acting my old self of being depressed, because your body acts depressed. Your body's still acting how you would have acted years ago, and it's so hard to come out of. But it's just recognising and saying to yourself, actually, why is my body still acting like this? Like, I've moved forward, my inner knowing is moved forward, but why am I still acting like this? So it's all to do with that, really. To do with that. So, yeah. So I'm going to take a walk back. Now I've done some healing on myself. So yeah, I'm going to take a walk back now. I'm just looking over the way, because the bush looks weird. It's like there's people in the bushes, but actually there's nobody there. It's just the actual bush. But it was weird, because I was like, well, that figure was over there a minute ago, and now it's moved. It's getting close to me. But there's nobody here. Literally, I am on my own. I go to these places. It could be a ghoulie. I have no idea. It is actually the bush, I think. Oh no, the same figure's back there now. Yeah, it is just the trees. Just looks like someone's bent down. Anyway, so I hope this helps somebody today that just look into grief, where your grief, depression comes from. Is it that you're grieving for yourself because you've been through your trauma and you're not going through trauma anymore? Your trauma's done, it's been dealt with. Doesn't mean that you're going back into it, because you can be scared about that as well, and that's when fear comes in. It's quite a hard topic to talk about, because I've been there, I've done it, and I'm at the other end of learning of, I don't need to lay here today because I'm not actually depressed, but I still have the same, I don't have the same emotions anymore, but it's just a pattern and a bad habit that we get used to. So we actually get used to being depressed. Even though we're not depressed, we get used to being depressed. So my body sometimes still acts like she's depressed, and I have to keep telling myself and reminding my body, you know, you're just doing a bad pattern and a bad habit of something that you've got used to, and that I don't need to do that anymore. Like, I've moved forward with my life, I've done this bit. So yeah, so grief, like I say, is quite a long one to pull yourself out of, to go through. But look at it, is it really that you're grieving on other people, or actually you're grieving because you're not yourself yet? That's the question I would ask, because it's a feel of lost, and we do lose ourselves quite a lot in different things, either in relationships, work. So I've had to come out of work mode as well, because my brain has just got used to, has a bad pattern of me working all the time and not focusing on my health and well-being, and this is for another video. So yeah, so there's a lot to talk about with my mini videos that I'm doing now. So I'm going to go and have fun in my sun, because I always talk about the sun. The sun frequency is more powerful than the moon. So that's for another video as well. So yeah, I'm going to go now and enjoy my walk. Think about where your grief comes from and let it subside, let it heal. Even send your grief and depression white light healing. Put the white light healing over you, all over your body and inside your body, and just say, it's time to stop grieving now. Let me move forward with my life. And sometimes that's all you've got to visualize, is this powerful white light healing that comes from our sun. And it's already established in our minds, although the sun is happiness and joy as well. And she does look beautiful. I wish I could show her to you, but my head gets in the way. Where is she? Can't even see her. But yeah, hopefully you saw the sun, the goddess. So anyway, I'm feeling a lot of dead nice energy around here now. I'm walking back. It's because I'm talking about the sun, that's why. So I hope you all have a fantastic evening, whatever it is you're doing. I'm off now. Take care, everybody. Keep smiling and take the journey of finding your own happiness and filling your own cup up. Bye.